Alright, ladies and gents, welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. Today, well, I just went shopping. I just went to Tesco. And boy, is it such a weird time to be in a shop. Like, the whole environment is so hostile. I have bad hay fever, and at one point when I was shopping today, I sneezed, right? And everybody's like this, like turning to me to say like, yo bro, get out of here. My dad almost slipped. Yeah, other than being to Tesco, I haven't done much recently, but today, I thought we could talk about a very, very topical question. I mean, the Tab, the most reliable source for any news you could ever get, has picked up on this story. To be fair, even The Guardian has, and it is, should us UK university students be getting a refund for all of this time we're missing out on from not being at university, all the resources in terms of libraries, consultations, and stuff like that, as well as the teaching. Today, I thought we could talk about it. Definitely talk about it. My exams are in 2 weeks. My final ever economics and finance degree exams. So if you want to see how they go, make sure you subscribe down below. Oh, it's a wild time to have exams. I say it every time, but it truly... And a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. We're going to talk about them later on, as well as my investing game over coronavirus period and a few other bits and bobs. But I reckon as soon as Spoons reopens after lockdown, it's going to be the busiest Spoons night ever in history. Call it right here. Before we head home and we start talking about today's main topic of the refund, let us get some dope visuals, I reckon.
And I kinda see myself in them. No, I gotta take an L sometimes. Hair getting pulled out by the stems. Just know I didn't cross no lines. See them when I close my eyes. Feel weird when a friend's nearby. Conversation really wastes my time. By myself when I lose my mind. Yeah.
When the world is going hazy and I lose my mind, I'm the only one that sticks by my side. When things are going crazy and shit ain't right, baby, I'm my own ride or die. Through the dark and the sad, people tend to leave, but I'm my own constant that I believe. When the world is going hazy and I lose my mind.
I left the engine on the whole time. Recently, I've been thinking about if I should get a car or not. So if you have any good first car suggestions in the comments below, that would be perfect. I've been driving for like 4 years now, so still can't parallel park though. But driving an automatic is basically like a go-kart. I did pass a manual, but my mum's car is automatic, so that is what we're rocking and rolling, baby. Mum always says I park too close to the house, but disagree. What's this? That looks like my university cooking.
Oh, thank you.
That's not a compliment.
It's probably got sweet corn in it. It's probably because it's got sweet corn in it, isn't it?
What are you trying to say?
University student lives off of sweet corn.
I think we should all drop a like on this video to show appreciation for everyone that cooks for us. So, now, let me tell you, if your desk doesn't look like this, then you're probably not a student, because this entails just a student desk, basically. If it's not a mess, you're probably not at university. Let's jump into the topic of today's video. Should we get a refund? On Instagram, results are coming in by the second, but I asked you guys in a poll, should we get a refund? And 83% of people said yes. I asked you guys, why do you think we should get a refund? And here's a few of the responses I got. Fergal Nichols says, yes, cause your mum. Fantastic. Nice one, Fergal. Nice one. Emilix Morgan, who just says nothing. Fantastic. Well, this is going fantastic so far. Coming in at the no side first, we have no from Mr. 9R. He says, nope, they're still getting the degree, and it is probably the quality of the education. You know what? It is a valid point. We're still getting our degree. But, I don't know. Anyway, not my opinion time yet. But yeah, valid. That's a valid point. Alright, so moving on to the yes side of things. Aiden says, brother, ask yourself how many full months of uni you had, not including reading weeks. And then he says, October is the only month I had uni for a full month this year. How can he pay 9.5k for that? That is the most valid point I've seen on the yes side. 1 month of full university this year. You see, one thing about me, and shout out to York Economics, is we were never really affected that much by strikes or coronavirus, really, because other than revision lectures, all of our stuff had finished before term 3, and obviously we weren't affected by strikes. I never even kind of thought about the idea that somebody only had 1 full month of uni. Mad. See, me and Aiden go back, but man, I feel for him right now. I almost want to laugh at that. That is a joke. Lara says yes because of strikes and there's no online teaching. We've got Hans who's saying we aren't getting the university campus experience that we're paying for. Very true again. Jacob says, why should we pay £9,250 when we don't have full access to university facilities? We aren't getting what we paid for, Matt says. Yeah, AMS, we have no revision classes or access to help. That's why we pay them. Yassine, I get they're trying to make them online, but it's not the same thing, so they should refund you. Yeah, I mean, and you're paying for seminars, lectures, and you're not getting it. Yeah. Jacob says, I think they should if they are second or third years because it can affect their final grade. These are all very valid points, and I agree with all of them, even the no point to an extent, like we are still getting the degree, so, but that's only if the degree serves to just get a job. If the degree serves on a deeper purpose to like have a good time, to, you know, actually learn stuff, then of course you're being affected. So before we get on with like my opinion and stuff, I think the reason why this time is such a more prominent case than just strikes for a refund is, as some of these guys in here touched on, normally when it strikes, it's like, right, I might miss out on 2 hours, biology people might miss out on 20, and everybody starts off with different amount of contact time, so it's really hard to measure how much people are missing out on and how much they should be refunded, and the admin cost of that will be mad. But this time you come to a position where, right, of course everybody's missing out on different amounts of teaching, but everybody is in the same boat on the fact that we're all missing out on university library, university resources, the campus experience, college sport. You know, everybody's missing out on that together. Everybody starts off the same, everybody misses out on it the same. My opinion on the subject is that there should definitely be some sort of partial refund. I don't think it's going to happen. It's not something I feel super strongly about because personally, I haven't been that affected. I think the fair thing is to have a partial refund at least. How much are we talking? Well, that depends on how much you pay for the teaching and how much you pay for the university experience, you know. Obviously, you're missing a third of the university experience for 1 year's tuition fees. So, you know, I reckon, I don't know, man. It's almost, nobody wants this. It's out of their hands to a large extent, but if you experience strikes and this, it's unfortunate. And if you experienced strikes last year or the year before, unfortunate again. But I thought as well we could take a look at what the Tab is saying, because the Tab, they just chat absolute rubbish. And it's good rubbish, you know. Now, straight up, 4 days ago, The Guardian posted students should get a refund due to COVID-19 crisis. NUS is urging institutions to allow students to repeat the year at no cost due to the pandemic. But let's see what The Guardian have said about getting a refund. Now, in this article, we've got some spokesmen for Universities UK. Where there is a wide-ranging support for active and ongoing learning progression, students should not expect any fee refund from their university. And this has been confirmed recently by the university's minister. We're not getting any refund. I mean, and the thing that really bugs me about this is I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to be paying interest above the inflation rate on this loan for this year that we've now basically, you know, had barely any resources in third term. So I want to see what the Tab says. Now, it's at this point, guys, I want to say a huge thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Now, for those of you that don't know what Skillshare is basically an online community where you can learn and develop your skills, whether it be life skills or creative skills. From their classes, you could learn to code, you could learn to become more productive, you could become, you know, a better filmmaker. They're great for learning new things. My favorite class that I took is the iPhone filmmaking class, where I basically learned how to get cinematic footage from just my iPhone. After taking that class, my footage I was taking on my phone was so much better. Personally, I love Skillshare because I find that for me, learning new skills is a really nice way to relax and feel like I'm doing something productive with my time, almost like a sense of escapism, and doing it around like-minded people in a similar community is really nice. And Skillshare is less than $10 a month, but for now, the first 1,000 people that click the link in the description down below will get 2 months free premium Skillshare, so you can ignite your creative fire. So thank you very much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. So I've been browsing across a few different articles online now, trying to get a consensus. Obviously, loads of students signed a petition. I think a good quote that sums up the situation, on my opinion as well, is, "I do not blame the universities, and mine in particular is trying very hard to adapt and continue our education. But it can't be disputed that online learning, along with long industrial action, does not warrant 9,250. that we will have to pay. And there is the thing, like, for me, I'm alright, as I've said that. But for somebody like this guy, I agree with him. You know, give us a compromise. That's what I'm saying. Get rid of interest above inflation for our year groups, because, you know, maybe that would be a fair compromise, to be honest, and help us in some way recognize that we haven't got what we paid for, essentially. We know you can't give back loads, but at least something, a token gesture. Boris, I don't even know who the university minister is. All right, well, universities minister Michelle, do something for us. Give us some free merch or something. I haven't even seen what she's done or what she said, so I can't really judge too much, but it's clear that every student, and I think rationally any person looking in from the outside, would say students should probably get a refund. Any other consumer service or product, you would expect and get some sort of refund, probably through some consumer rights and protection regulation or something. But for universities and tuition fees, it's very ambiguous. I mean, it's clear we're not going to get a refund. I think everybody kind of knew we'd never get a refund. There are some valid points around there about we're still getting the same degree. Also, I was thinking about this. Imagine if you paid off your tuition fees and then it's got scrapped. So now I've decided that I'm just going to pay off my tuition fees very slowly. Alright, so ladies and gents, thank you for watching today's video. I mean, there it is. We're not going to get a refund. I think there's a very good case for us getting a refund, but I mean in the long run, I guess they can't set that sort of precedent. But I don't know, man. I'm just going to get back on with the grind. Tomorrow, I'll try and hit 4 hours work. I try and do 2 different modules every day. I've probably got about 1 hour left on my dissertation, and then I reckon I'll be ready to submit that, which is exciting. I'm not going to get that picture where I hold it up like this and I'm like, just did my dissertation. But I don't really care. And yeah, that's it, man. I literally have less than a month left of university in my life. That is scary. Into the big world. I'm not ready for it. Is anybody ready for it? But yeah, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Mate, I want my 9250 back, mate. Nah, for real, I'm gonna head home. What am I doing? I've got work to do. I've got my dissertation to do. Jeez. I need to stop wasting time like this.
Miles until my destination. The screen in front of me displaying all these constellations. I'm on a new vibration, motivated from these